my friends and fellow VEDSies, and welcome to day 15. You know what that means. We've done 15 of these, and we still have 15 more to go. Yeah, day 15 is kind of weird, because it's exciting, and also daunting, and also you're just so tired. Because let's be real, we're all having fun here, but making 30 videos in 30 days isn't easy. And so at this point it is traditional that I toss out some challenges to y'all, just to help with inspiration and ideas and acknowledging what you're doing, because every little bit helps and we all know it. This year I've come up with 3 challenges for the whole group as well as individual challenges for each of you. Obviously this goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyways. No one is obligated to do any of these challenges. You can do how much or as little as you'd like. Feel free to steal each other's challenges as well. I tried to make things that were based off of your interests, but the thing about all of us having things in common is we all have things in common. So absolutely zero pressure to get any of these things done. It is just something to get the juices flowing. The first of our general challenges is the one take wonder, which is exactly what it sounds like. Just one day, don't edit. Only do one take of whatever it is and just put it up as is. Now, some people might want to try and be artistic about this, but honestly, a lot of this is just giving everybody permission to do that one video we all inevitably do, where we hold our phone and say, "Sorry guys, I got busy today, things are complicated," because we all need it usually, and now you have a reason to not feel bad about it. Not that you ever should, but now you have an excuse. The next group challenge is what I'm calling the Style Mimic Challenge. The name more or less describes it. Take another VEDSies style, or content might be easier, honestly, because a lot of us are doing the standing at place, talking to camera with background. So you can do content mimicking as well, but just sort of play around with something someone else is doing and try it out for yourself, both because it's really cool to see what people notice about what each other are doing, and also because it's a fun way of thinking about it. I know that sometimes when I'm developing an idea, I'll think, how would Abbey film this? How would Caleb go about this? What would Alicia do? And that sort of helps me conceptualize what I would find interesting and then make something that has that element and also is how I do things. So it's a fun way of messing around a little bit. And last but not least of the group challenges, the line on my outline literally just says, "Show me y'all's goddamn pets." I would like to see pets. I know people have moved and there's things, and so I don't know who's got a pet at the moment and who doesn't. Honestly, even just if you're filming a walk around your neighborhood and there's a dog, I'd like to see the dog. There's not a lot of pets in my neighborhood, and one of the things I really miss about being at Baldwin Wallace is that there were constantly cats and dogs all over the place. You got to pet so many things. I love my Maggie, but I miss seeing a bunch of cute dogs as well. Show me y'all's goddamn pets, please. And now we get into the individual challenges. Again, feel free to steal from each other or work together. I don't know, have fun with these. You don't have to do anything, but they're just ideas that I thought would be cool. For Abbey, one of the things that we have bonded over in our brain twin energy is Muppets and Sesame Street stuff. So I thought it might be fun if you talked about some of that. You know, you could assign us characters, talk about a particular favorite song or skit, maybe a list or a ranking, a favorite project of theirs, to conceptualize what your ideal Muppet movie or show would be like. That could be cool. I don't really have a set idea of what this would be. I just thought that this could be fun. In a similar vein, Alicia, your challenge is not really so much of a hard set thing, but you've been doing so many wonderful, creative, thoughtful things this VEDS, and I love them. But one thing you've done in VEDS past that you haven't done yet, and you might be planning it already, I don't know, but you haven't talked about Classic Who lately. And I love hearing you talk about that. You know, I have never seen any of the classic Who stuff. I've seen maybe 6 episodes of New Who combined, but the way you talk about it is so interesting, and I know you love it so much. And I'd love to see you talk about some of that classic Who stuff this year as well. Caleb, your challenge. My outline says assign us real-life X-Men / superheroes, as opposed to the fictional X-Men and superheroes, I guess. But yeah, we've talked about this before, and it's a fun idea of assigning people X-Men or superheroes in general, or superpowers in general, or, you know, there's 7 of us, that's a lot. You can just talk about yourself and then it could be a question prompt. I don't know. It just seems like a very fun thing, and you haven't really talked superheroes much this month because I guess that's something you know a lot about, so it's not something you need to be curious about. But I'd like to hear it. I'm curious. That's how it ties into the theme. Tell me things I don't know. Graham, my challenge to you, I know you're extremely busy, but what I was thinking could be fun is to tell us about a historical site or story or place or anything like that that you think is interesting but has never come up in a video. Just something you think is cool. Maybe it's too far away, so you've never been there. Maybe it's really niche, but just some historical thing that you would like to make a video of but haven't had the chance. James, you've been talking a lot about Disney and theme parks and Disney theme parks in this VEDS, and you know I eat that shit up. That's some of my favorite stuff. And so here is a question for you that could just be a comment or it could be a whole video. What is the one defunct show, ride, land, whatever in a Disney park that you would like to bring back and why? My personal answer is the Great Hollywood Movie Ride, so that's the one I would bring back. But what about you? There's so many things in Disney park history, and I'm curious to see which one you choose. And last but not least, Jeffrey. In a similar vein, this could be a pretty quick answer or a full in-depth video. If you had to adapt something into a musical that is not currently a musical, what property would you do that with, and how would you go about that? There's a lot of these adaptations, and, you know, it might be fun to hear about a good one. Alright, yeah, that's pretty simple. I don't think any of these are too crazy, but hopefully they help give you guys some ideas of, you know, quick videos you can do that'll make things a little easier on that day where it's like, oh shit, I don't have a video. And I'm excited to see what, if anything, comes out of any of these. Alright, my friends and fellow VEDSies, I will see you tomorrow.